Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry it's taken so long to get this out to you. I've been having little computer problems. The pump in my water cooling system is on the frips. So hopefully I can get this video done before it decides to act up again and overheat my computer. Um, all right, so you want to know what tweak it was that I used in my business to start popping off hits. Um, well, first let me tell you a little bit about me. Um, I started DS Domination back in November. Um, I just got done with a previous short-lived success with another company, and I got into dropship domination simply because of the powerful effect that I can make money with just this product. I don't have to go be an affiliate to make money off of it. However, the affiliate side does pay well with it. I can I can make money, without trying to be an affiliate. And that's what attracted me, because a lot of people don't want to be an affiliate, especially if you're bringing them underneath you. So it's a lot easier to sell a product if they're making money from the product just itself. So that's what tagged me into it. um, uh, First 3 weeks or so, I did about $500 in sales. For me, not doing any sales at all, being a straight greenhorn from it, I was like, all right, kudos, I'm making money. Um, but I saw something else that started right around the time, a little bit after I did actually, and he was just cranking out sales. His first week he did like $30,000 in sales. I was like, dude, you're blowing my mind with this. How are you able to accomplish that in such a short amount of time? I've been through all the information. I've been through the videos. I've been through several of the pre-recorded webinars. I work at night, so I don't get to catch most of the live webinars. But I went through them, and I was trying to do it just like Roger was showing me, but I just wasn't gaining any traction. So me and this gentleman, we sat down and we had a little mastermind, and he's like, "Look, stop selling stuff that you think will sell. Start selling stuff that's already selling." And at first I was just like, well, what do you mean? Stuff that I like, of course other people are going to like, right? That why wouldn't it sell? Um, but I had $2,500 worth of products that was sitting on eBay that wasn't selling. So apparently that wasn't the case. Apparently stuff that I wasn't thought would be big sellers weren't. Um, So he showed me as like, a simple tweak to how you're looking for products to sell, and it'll start popping off on you. And I was like, all right, well, let me see what's going on. So this is what he showed me. All right. So we go in here, we go to eBay. All right. So we'll pick a keyword. Uh, let's look up. Um, let's look up beds. So we do a search for bed. Now obviously all this stuff. Most of this I would say is coming off of some other website. They're drop shipping. Um, Probably 90% of this page is drop shipping. All right. Now Roger does touch on this, but he tells you he kind of pulls your focus away from it as well. He keeps putting out you need to be intuitive as far as what you're searching for. What you're putting up. Yes, if you don't have a restriction, if you're not limited on what you can put up, if you're not limited on money at the moment, we all get into this business because we need to make money. Some people, this is their prime thing. Other people, they have no other choice but to try to make money with this. Um, People like myself, this is a hobby at the moment. This isn't my main source of income. This is nice income on the side, but I do have two other businesses that I run that I make money from. So I don't solely depend on this. So I don't have $100,000 of sales to provide to you because I don't have 100% of my time to put into this. I've got 4 kids. My time is vastly distributed already. What little time I can have to get on here and actually start looking up stuff, it's very minute. But what I can tell you is, after what he showed me, um, I sold $525 roughly the first 3 weeks I was in. Um, the very next day after him showing me this, I sold $800 in sales. The day after that, I sold $975 in sales. So, in just making this tweak in 2 day time frame, I had destroyed what I had worked for 3 weeks. And then I pretty much couldn't put any more into it because I was still on that PayPal hold. So I had to front all that money up front, and yeah, it didn't turn out pretty for a little bit. It got kind of tight, but it worked, and pretty much I shut down after that. I didn't really do much with it until a couple weeks ago, after my 90 days was over with. Then I got back into it, and I did around, in total sales, I did around $27, $2,800 in sales, in like a week and a half, 2 weeks time frame, which wasn't high, but like I said, I'm working on a website right now, so I don't have as much time as I had to put into it before Christmas. So I could have done a lot better, but I didn't change anything as far as what I did prior to. I would go on here, I would look up items like beds. You go down here, you click on sold listings. All right. So this is going to show me all the, well, let's narrow it down. Let's say queen bed. They're pretty popular. So go down and look under sold listings. Just going to show you a lot of, I want furniture. I do a lot of furniture. I don't really deal with all this other jazz. Let's try this. There we go. Bedroom sets. Sold listings. Alright, so obviously this is in contemporary bedroom with king or queen size. This is somebody drop shipping. So you go in there, you find it selling, and a lot of times they're going to leave the name of whatever the product is. You take the name, copy it. Let's see here. Then you go into Google, paste, do that first. See if see if you can find the picture. Source it out. Look right here. There's your full set. Boom. Now, don't everybody jump on this, but this guy's selling it. He sold it for $1,593. And he relisted that item. You already know that he sold it, right? And he bought it, and he might be getting it here, he might not, but I just found it for $679. And this is because I'm finding stuff that's selling. I don't put my thoughts, I don't put my interest in my opinions on items, because your opinions don't mean diddly squat. Whatever I like, that doesn't mean you're going to like it. Whatever you like doesn't mean I'm going to like it. You need to remove yourself from the picture and just look into the market and see what's selling. So my one tweak to you is to boost your sales in this business is eBay should be your prime source of research. You should only be researching on eBay. If you're selling on eBay, if you're selling on Amazon, then same with that. So keep in mind, your opinion or what you think is going to sell doesn't mean it's going to sell. All right. So a lot of people, you'll probably You're worried about selling from Walmart. You're worried about selling from Target. Oh, somebody might see the receipt. Nobody cares. I mean, yeah, you're going to get a few nut jobs that are going to, well, you sold these from me from Walmart.com. Okay, here's the profit I made off of it. Have a good day. All right, nip that in the bud. You're done with it. And usually you're going to get a good rating out of it. Most of my sales came from Walmart. And I've got, let's see, I've got 22 ratings, and they're all good. 100%. Very professional. Fast shipping. Great tables. It's great doing business with you. Come back. This was Walmart. This was Buy.com. This was Sears.com. This was Walmart.com. I mean, don't get hung up on that, okay? It's not going to make a big deal. All right? But yeah. So my one tweet to you, I don't want to drag this on forever and ever. Do your research on eBay. All right? Find out what's already selling and go from there. Because you're going to be wasting your time spinning tracks if you're trying to go out and try to find something to sell. It's great if you have a warehouse to stockpile all that stuff and it can just sit there until you sell it, but we're not doing that. We're drop shipping, and most of us are living off of where you have a ceiling that we have to live under, as far as like what your selling or what your selling limits are, or maybe your money limits. If you're still in that PayPal hole. But do your research on the eBay. And I'm telling you, once you start popping off, and just like Roger says, go into these other people's products. Obviously he's selling this. This is not the only thing he's selling. All of this stuff I can guarantee you is drop ship. All right, and look under what he's selling. And usually it's good to find a seller that's selling multiple items in a day. All right, if you're going through here and you're looking at what they're selling, if they got 5 or 6 items that are popping off over and over and over and over, then this is a winner. You go through them and skin them alive and be happy about it. Because that's and it might sound mean or whatnot, but when it all boils down to it, money's money, and we're all trying to fight for it. So, if you have to shave a little bit off to beat this guy out, well then, so be it. If you come across items that you can't really take off of it, then you know what? Here's the thing. All right, some people are on it, or Johnny on the spot. When they sell an item, boom, they relist it. Boom, they relist it. But not always the case. So if you have something up there that's competing with somebody, and say you're $10 more, right? And that guy on top, it sells. Well, guess who moves up a spot? Now he might relist it, but until he relists it, you're up there. So if you have your hot keywords that are being picked up on, if that item sells over, guess what? You're there for whatever time it is until it pops back up. That's why you might have stuff sitting there in your bank for a little bit. I would give it a week, see what kind of traction you get. If you're not doing well with it, kick it out and find something else. I recommend Selling Manager Pro. It's $15 a month. You don't have to get a store to use it, but it gives you pretty much all the tools that you need from the store to utilize in this business to really see all your metrics and how everything's running. But as far as how to start boosting your sales, research in eBay alone. All right, find out what's selling on here, then go source. Don't source and then come back and try to throw it up there. Know what your prices are. Once you've sold enough of an item, if you can fluctuate up or fluctuate down. If you sold one item for 5 times, don't be scared to make it more expensive, because you're fishing for it. And here's another tidbit. If that one item is sold and you throw it back up, chances are it's going to remain, if it's at the top, or on the front page, it's going to remain there. And the more and more that item sells, the more and more it's going to move up in the rank as far as the page. So, you know, your item is going to get popping up a lot higher, so it might be a little bit more expensive, but, you know, you can still get the sell off of it. But, you know, don't be scared to sell from Walmart. Don't be scared to sell from Kmart, Sears. Don't be scared. You know, if they don't, usually if you just talk with a member, you can avoid any type of negative feedback. As long as you're in contact with them, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. So don't fret over that, okay? I see a lot of people who are like worried about, you know, what if they see the receipt? If there's no gift option, then there's no gift option. You know, kindly explain to them, look, my supplier ran out of the product, and I was trying to source this to you as fast as I can, and this was the only place that had it at the time. And instead of returning it to you, you know, giving you a refund, I decided to make sure you got the product. If they're still unhappy, all right, refund it. You know, big deal. Refunds, you know, as long as you open up your case, if you refund it out of PayPal, you get your fees back from PayPal. Open up your case, and as long as they agree to it, boom, you got all your money back, and no harm, no foul. And most of the time, you'll get a good rating just because you were professional with them. Customer satisfaction. You know, people who work in retail, you know, they always like, oh, well, the customer's always right. Yeah, they are. Really, you know, this is a business. This isn't, you're not running some mom and pop store. You know, it's not your rules. When you open yourself up to the public like this, you're going to have to deal with that. So put on the thick skin and deal with it. But be professional about it. Be courtesy. You know, give courtesy. Don't be rude about it. You know, a lot of times you can avoid that bad remark if you just talk with the customer, keep in touch with them. You know, whatever's going on. Maybe there was a misshipment and they tried to drop it off, and nobody was there, and they ended up going back. You know, explain to them, let them know what's going on. You know, a lot of people are fine with how things are. If it takes a little longer to get an item to them, they're going to be fine with it as long as you're in contact with them. If you don't ever get in contact with that person to explain to them what's going on, and they're sitting there having to wonder, you know, what the heck? I just spent $500 on the internet, and I don't have anything to show for it. You know, those are the times you're going to start having issues. So don't be scared to talk to people. But yeah, I mean, this went on a lot longer than I planned on it. But the key thing is, like I said, the one tweak that I did to my business, research out of Facebook, or excuse me, not Facebook, research out of eBay. Whatever you want to sell, go on eBay first, see what's selling. Take your likes, take your interests, take what your girlfriend, wife, brother, sister, mama, daddy. When you're looking at facing billions of customers, you know, those tidbit of likes and wants are not going to matter. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you've already been doing this route, then hey, I'm sorry I wasted your time. But I hope I have included a little bit more information in there that maybe, you know, if you had questions about. Please like and subscribe. I want to get back into doing more videos. I enjoy talking to you people. I love your faces. It's one of my favorite guys would say. But, you know, I do tutorials. You know, if you're in the affiliate side, I show a good bit of, you know, I show some few things there. You know, look through my channel. If there's anything you have questions about, don't hesitate to message me. You know, I love helping out people. If there's anything I can do, just give me a holler. And I hope you all enjoyed this. Appreciate your time. Well, you have a good night. Take care.